So
All right, so you play here against Walter.
Ammann, yeah. He was a very good player from Bern. We played a strong tournament in Bern. And that variation was very popular in that time. Black tried to demonstrate that he has very good tactical chance immediately after the opening. It was a Soviet analysis for Black, where Black played a lot of important games, trying to move very quickly on the queen side. We'll see that what is the idea and what is the difference in our game. So and now here, of course, if he doesn't take e4, he can continue bishop d6 or bishop e7 with the idea knight bd7, castle, and so on. This is normal. Normal variation from this opening. Like this, Black plays very quickly against the queen. Now after queen c2, he tries to arrive very quickly on this move c6, c5. Well, move order, of course, is very important. How to arrive there, because White tries to avoid this possibility. If White doesn't give you the good right, the right moment, yeah, probably White is always better. So okay, so after this, I played here knight bd2. The move order also very important. Knight bd2 is very good because you try to arrive quickly in b3 to avoid immediately c5, you see, in many positions. Mm-hmm. Okay, so knight bd7, it continues, of course, knight b3, and now queen b6. Again, it tries to arrive to c5, no? So bishop g2, and he preparing again, rook c8, very good, castle, no? And finally, okay, finally he could come to c5. All right, so the first important moment here, c5. Now, simply we take in c5, he takes with the knight, and now very strong move, we pin in this position, bishop e3. Now it's clearly better for White, but you have to demonstrate why and how quickly. The problem is for him that for the moment he has two pieces that don't play for the moment, the bishop from f8 and the rook from h8, and he couldn't castle until now. So therefore White is clearly better. So right, bishop e4, he tries to save the position by playing tactically, like this. So now bishop e4, queen d2, queen b7. If he took in b3, you have time to take with a. With tempo, you attack the pawn from a7 with very strong initiative, you see. So now, what can he do here in this position? He tries to keep the knight from c5, But I tell you, it's too late, because the black position is very artificial, Knight a5 is very strong because now you have to go away with the queen, you see. So queen a8, you have to keep the diagonal. And now b4 is decisive. Why? Because you have some tactical tricks now with White, you see. If you play now a3, probably has a chance to escape, but you are not forced to play a3. Now is your move, and White plays a fantastic move here, very simple also, knight e5, and now it's finished. In every position is finished for Black because he has no time to defend. For instance, if he takes now in e5, no?
Yes.
You can take in e4. Now he's forced to take in c1 with check, because otherwise he loses the rook. So you take, and now you have to take in e4, no? And now mate in 2. Rook c8 check, king e7, queen d8 mate.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
He has still two pieces there, in h8 and f8. Therefore, the attacking chances are very strong, you see, decisive. So after knight e5, Black is lost in every position. So rook takes, no? As I told you before, we had this position with mate at the end, so the only move is bishop d7, d5. Of course, he's already lost here, but the position is very instructive. Bishop takes, he takes with the pawn, and now decisive knight c6. What to do? Well, you attack the pawn, but you don't want to take the pawn. You play against the king, here. So the only move is knight b6, and now takes, and now again very strong move, queen e3 check, and Black resigned.
Resigned, yes.
Terrible for black, terrible game. But everything was forced, immediately after the opening.
Suddenly.
Suddenly, well, from my point of view, because he doesn't have time, to go away with the king. Therefore, he's lost in every position. If he could have one tempo to try to castle, it was probably more or less okay,
So here
Still very good for white, but here is terrible. Here is completely winning in every position. You lose every piece here with black. If not mated, at the end, because he has no time to go away. Where can he go? If you go to e6 is terrible, to e8 is terrible.
Go back
at
here?
least the rook. Knight g6 check, finished.
Yes.
You lose the rook, and the attack continues later on. You see. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. No, terrible position.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
Well, that was beauty prize also, but okay, beauty prize, but very simple. But very nice game. You see.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.